Hey folks, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about sales funnels. I'm going to explain exactly what a sales funnel is, what are the different types of sales funnels, and what makes one more profitable than the other. And finally, I'll also go through what it takes to actually increase the average cart value of your sales funnel. Hey folks, I'm Brandon, and if you get any value out of today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that all important notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video to this channel. Now, as I said in the intro, this video is about sales funnel. So what exactly is a sales funnel? Chances are, if you have reached the checkout page on any website, you have been through some form of sales funnel. There are many different types. There are those that are like just a generic website that offer multiple products and pretty much act like a catalog you would receive in the mail of all the products that a particular store is promoting. And then you can decide which product you want and move forward from there. The only thing with that kind of strategy is that you present too much to a person, chances are they may or may not buy off of your catalog. Conversely, if you're only promoting one product in your sales funnel, it is far easier to convey the benefits of that particular product to your customer and convince them of why they should actually be purchasing that particular product from you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking specifically in mind that we are looking at a single product that we are promoting as part of our sales funnel. And we're not going to be looking at the wider range typical website kind of funnel that I alluded to earlier in this video. So let's start off with today's training. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we're going to be talking about a specific product that we're going to be promoting or selling. So ideally, in the online world, you would like to create an online business that can run fairly passively for you and that can generate an income even when you're not actually working in the business. I just want to put a caveat out there that what I'm talking about here is that it's going to take work to actually build this actual online business. But what you want it to do is to actually run when you're not actually working in the business at a point in time. So the first thing that you need is obviously a product that you're going to be promoting, and an ideal product that you can deliver without any intervention from yourself once you've actually set it up is an online or a digital product that you can then actually deliver without you intervening in the actual delivery process once someone has actually purchased your product. Now, this can also be done with a physical product. But then what you would actually need is you would need to have signed up with some kind of third-party fulfillment supplier, which is actually able to deliver your product on your behalf if you didn't want to be the one that is actually there wrapping that particular product and then mailing it out to your customer. Or you would have to have set up a team that reports into you that would then actually do that for you while you're on holiday. The other thing is you could also then provide a service of sorts, and that service, once again, would be something that you would be able to deliver digitally and would not actually require you being in person to actually deliver that service. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about in our funnel is we're going to be talking about traffic. Now, this is where you bring attention about your specific product that you have to the wider audience that are out on the internet. Now, this would be similar to a catalog that gets sent out to your mailbox and someone now becomes aware of your particular product or the sale that you're having on your product. And the other way is that if someone just walks past your shop front, if you had a physical store and they were looking in through the window, they saw the pretty dress on the mannequin and then decided to walk into the store. You attracted their attention by the shop front or it's by that catalog, and we're going to be talking about exactly the same way doing it in the online space. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about here is ads, where you can go and create an actual ad or approach an ad company to create an ad for you, and then you would purchase that advertising time or space on the various platforms, whether that be Google, Bing, YouTube. Any of those would sell that kind of advertising time. The next option for you is YouTube. And this is one that I enjoy particularly because I'm able to create a piece of content, put it up there that portrays how a particular product is able to solve a need of someone who would benefit from that particular product. And it's created once it's up there. And the way the algorithm works with YouTube is when someone searches on a particular keyword, they would then hopefully be shown your video and from there be enticed to move forward and actually make a purchase of the product. The other forms of traffic that are available to you are the likes of forums, Reddit, like that, where you can go and offer comment and on people's questions and put in links there that would take them back to your website or to your sales funnel in order for them to actually make a purchase. The next option there is social media. This is where, especially if you're starting off small and you're a sole trader or a sole entrepreneur, then you might be using your personal profile in order to promote a particular product, or you could even set up a business Facebook page on that particular platform, and that could then be used to promote and drive traffic to your sales funnel. And next is SEO, and that is just really where you create your own website. And SEO stands for search engine optimization. And this is where you create articles based on keywords that people would actually be interested in searching for. So when someone types that into Google, that search term then brings up a results page, and hopefully you've written your content in such a way that Google likes it and then places it on page 1, which then gives you a better opportunity of someone actually clicking on that particular link and then bringing them once again through to your website or onto your actual sales page. And then the final option over here is being a guest. So this is where someone else has already created their own website, their own podcast, and you are a guest speaker or you're a guest blogger on their site. And this then gives you the opportunity to reach an audience that is already in tune with that particular creator, but that then can direct those particular audience members down through to your product. So the next step in the process is actually converting them into leads, or the lead generation process. And by this process, we are talking about getting them to actually opt in to you or to the service that you are providing. And this can be done via a number of ways, with the whole idea that you are going to obtain an email address in return for this particular opt-in that they are signing up for. Now, the opt-ins that you can offer are the likes of an ebook. It can be a webinar. Now, a webinar is a long-winded sales video whereby the person gets up and they talk for an extended period of time in a webinar, with the whole idea of getting them to actually go through and purchase a product at the end. The next is a checklist, and that can be something as simple as a meal planner if you are trying to get someone to buy a weight loss product. And that checklist is something that they can download, they can follow, and then hopefully get a result off of that particular checklist. And another way that you can actually get someone to opt into you is by offering them a challenge. And the most common these days is probably a 3-day or a 5-day challenge, where you will work with that particular individual or group of individuals for that period of time. And this is a great way of being able to engage with them and be in front of them over an extended period of time. And this will build that know, like, and trust as part of that lead generation process. But the key item around lead generation is that whatever you offer your potential customer at this point in time is something that they are going to actually get benefit out of, that will achieve a result for them and get them to move on to the next stage, which is going to be the nurture stage of the funnel. And by nurture, I am referring to the ability that you use to build know, like, and trust with your particular customer. And this is where you will explain or expound on the actual benefits of the product that you are busy promoting or selling within your business. So you can nurture your customers in a number of ways. You can do that via the email that they provided to you during the lead generation process, when you delivered either one of these options to them as part of your lead generation. You could also run lives in your social media accounts where people will then continue to hear from you and your particular products that you're promoting. Or you could also make the use of retargeting ads. Now, this is a little bit more of an advanced strategy, and this would relate to someone who's already seeing an ad right at the top in the traffic section, or someone who may have clicked on a specific page on your website. So you can set up ads so that anybody who has done either of those things, the ads or the blog post on your website, will then get retargeted and reshown those ads, whether they appear on Google or whether on their social media platforms. And these typically are the steps that are involved in creating a funnel, and how you would actually channel someone from the point of where they don't know anything about your product all the way down to where they are a happy purchaser of your product. And I mentioned earlier in this video that I wanted to show you the steps that you could take in order to set this up as a passive business moving forward. Now, if you were going to run ads, that's not really a passive kind of way of obtaining traffic. The two that would definitely work here are the likes of YouTube and your blog post. Those are two items where once you've actually created the pieces of content on those platforms, then they live there forever and will continually be shown to your potential customers whenever they search specific keywords. The others over here will require continual work at them, and you will constantly have to be either creating posts within forums or on social media to get your traffic to move forward and opt in to you and the service or the product that you are promoting. In the lead generation phase, the best options here for obviously this passive kind of income that we're talking about would be along the lines of either the ebook, the webinar, or the checklist. The challenge requires you to obviously show up for each day of the challenge that you're running, but a webinar can be set as an automated process where you are constantly running a particular training session about your service or the product that you are promoting. Ebooks and the checklists, they can also be sent out automatically. The only thing with, I suppose, all three of those ones is that the follow-up ability of that relies heavily on the email side of things, because your customers provided the email address in order to gain access to those three items, but there's nothing that then forces them to open that email once you start the nurturing process thereafter. Whereas on the challenge side, this is a daily interaction with your customer, and you can constantly, as part of that challenge, be driving them back down in towards your product and as a solution to the problem that they are seeking help with. And finally, as the third step that you can target as an evergreen solution would definitely be emails. Emails can be set up as part of an automation sequence and can be delivered at whatever sequence interval that you determine is best for your customer. And those can go out daily, weekly, newsletters, etc. can also then be sent out. Lives and ads will require you to obviously show up once again, and kind of takes away from the benefit of having a business that runs on autopilot. And now let's talk about how we can improve the efficiency of your sales funnel. So the more people that you are able obviously to get or promote your offer to is at this level, but then only a certain percentage of those that actually see your offer will actually take you up on your offer and opt in, and even fewer of those will give you the opportunity to nurture them. And if you do that really well, then you will actually then eventually make the sale on the product. So the numbers of people keep diminishing as they move down on the funnel. So let's talk about how we can increase or improve that efficiency so that more of those people that actually see your initial offer are opting into your offer and then ultimately purchasing your product. So the first step that we're going to talk about here in improving efficiency is segmenting or tagging your leads. So this can generally be done with most pieces of software that will actually host your lead magnet that you are providing to your customer at the time of opt-in. So whether that be the ebook or the automated webinar that you're going to be running or the checklist, most of those platforms will actually tag them, and you just need to configure it at the time of setting up your lead magnet, but they will automatically be tagged. Now, if you haven't tagged anyone and you've only got one product, that is not a problem. But this really only starts to become crucial when you're offering multiple products at this level that are different from one another. And you really need to know what your customer signed up for and how you can then continue to promote and nurture them in order to actually make that sale. Now, if you haven't done that at the onset, what you can also do is you can send an email out to your leads and ask them to complete a survey for you. So now moving on to my second tip is that you want a high converting lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet that is going to convert really well is one that actually talks to the needs or the benefits that your customer is seeking and is able to actually deliver a result for them fairly quickly. So the best options out of the lead generation section here would actually be something along a challenge. This is where you've got continual interaction with your customer over an extended period of time. And this will build that know, like, and trust, which is then also important in this nurture phase before we're actually able to get them to make a purchase of our product. So my next three tips that I'm going to talk about are going to be pertaining to how you can increase the average cart value of your sales funnel. And by this, we want to increase that initial purchase amount that a buyer has made with us, and we want to try and get them to make additional purchases as part of our sales funnel. So tip number 3 is add an order bump to your sales funnel. Now, an order bump is a natural progression to the original product that they actually purchased. And this can be along the lines of, if you're selling a digital product, say an ebook, you could now offer them an audio version of that ebook. And that kind of takes care of someone who doesn't want to actually read the ebook and they would actually prefer to listen to it. if on the other side you're selling a physical product and say it came in a bottle, you might be offering as an order bump a bottle opener as part of the order bump. So it's doesn't have to be of high value, whatever you are offering. It just needs to complement your initial product, and it's just constant. It just continues to build on that know, like, and trust that your buyer now has with you, that you are thinking about the additional problems that your product may cause for your customer, and that you're already taking care of that for them. So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is offer an upsell. And by an upsell, this is where you offer an additional product that your customer can then purchase for you, that once again continues to take them on their journey to solving their particular need or achieving the desired result that they're looking for. So by an upsell, it would generally cost more than the initial product cost, but it gives them a more specialized encounter with you. And by this, if we were in the digital space, you could then be offering something like one-on-one coaching. So if it was a physical product, you might be offering a 6-month supply of your particular product. And tip number 6 is offer a downsell. So if someone doesn't take your upsell offer, you can now offer them in the space of the physical product. You could offer them 3 months worth of supply on your particular product, or in a physical or in a digital product, you could now be offering them something along the lines of group coaching that you then sell for less than your upsell amount, but still more than your original product price. And those are my 5 tips on how to improve the efficiency of your sales funnel. So number 1 was actually segment or tag your leads so that you know who they are and what kind of problems they are looking to have solved for themselves. Number 2 was offer a high converting lead magnet. And this obviously gets more people to opt into you and your services. Number 3 was offer the order bump. Next was offer the upsell. And finally was the downsell. So if you found this entire process intriguing, but you're thinking, actually, how do I implement this in the real world? I will have a link in the description below to a training that I have that will show you step by step how to implement a sales funnel, a website, if you so chose, how to obtain your customers' contact information and deliver your digital products to your customers, all on autopilot and for free. Then be sure to check out that link in the description below. Once again, if you've got any questions about this entire process, drop them in the comments below, or like, subscribe, and hit that all-important notification bell so you get notified the next time I upload a video to this channel. Till the next time we chat, have a great day.